So I have some NFL things. I have a couple college in here because some interesting things happened over the weekend. What a day for Joe Mixon, though. Rushing for 153, 5 total touchdowns. He had 3 total touchdowns prior to week 9. But is this the Joe Mixon, not the 5-touchdown type day, but is this the Joe Mixon they need since Jamar Chase is out?
Well, yeah. Too bad you don't play the Panthers every week. So, I mean, yeah, they need balance because Burrow's been hit, sacked more than any other QB in the history of football his first couple years in the league. And that O-line's not gelling. So, yeah, but wishful thinking.
So Sean McVay said after the game yesterday that changes have to be made offensively. Well, I'm so glad you figured that out, Sean McVay, because 8 of your 12 possessions yesterday resulted in a 3-and-out. What changes can be made to that offense? Benching Stafford? What?
Well, you do wonder if you're going to go get Odell and bring him back. He's still out there, and you can. Stafford needs toys, Mike.
Yeah, but here's the problem. Well, and I told them not to do this. They signed Allen Robinson. Where's he?
No.
Where's the guy who's that possession receiver? He can't get open. Look, their offensive line is irreparably broken, and we have seen what McVay's offense looks like if they can't get heavy play action going. And, again,
because this looks like Jared Goff the later years right now, watching the Rams.
Right, you just hate to see it.
So let's move over to the college ranks for a quick minute because apparently they don't play defense in the AAC. SMU and Houston played on Saturday.
Yeah, buddy.
The final score in regulation, 77-63 SMU. According to ESPN Stats Info, this was the highest scoring regulation game in FBS history.
Tanner Mordecai.
Your team.
Tanner Mordecai had 10 touchdowns, 9 passing, 1 rushing. The chef's kiss. Houston's a clown car.
I mean, David, that's the game you go. That's basically 2 kids playing video games on the couch.
Cookie sent me the score, and I glanced at it, and he's like, WTF is this? And I'm like, I don't know, man. It's a game in the American. It's high scoring. He goes, Mike, look again. It's halftime.
Right.
It was 42 to 30. I went,
yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was busy with Georgia, Tennessee.
I was really hoping that somebody would hit 100. I just needed to see that.
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
Nobody messes with Rhett Lashley's offense.
So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give you a moment, Rico. This is a victory lap for you. This is a moment for you because Clemson got destroyed by Notre Dame, and you've been saying it all summer. Clemson was done. Well, here you go, your victory lap.
Well, hold on. They were undefeated. I don't know if you can say done.
They're probably done now.
They were probably the worst undefeated team out there.
Fair.
And I was just waiting for them to make the switch at quarterback because I think that DJ is not the guy. And I'm normally not, you got to swap out your QBs, but.
Can't wait till DJ's starting at MSU.
Notre Dame just, from start to finish, they blocked the punt, and they were never in this game, David. That was just it. It's like, it wasn't like, this was a hard-fought game.
No.
You would have thought Notre Dame was number 4 in the nation, not Clemson.
I'm just glad Clemson saved America from watching them lose 40-10 in a playoff game. They don't belong on that stage.
Yeah.
Put Clemson against Georgia. What's that score?
Probably.
Yeah, a lot to a little.
But, yeah, I think only Georgia's doing that to anybody.
Clemson against Ohio State. You seen Clemson secondary?
You seen Ohio State try to run the ball?
They wouldn't. They would throw it 50 times. It would be indoors on fast-track turf, and Njigba would play.
Did Ryan Day get fired?
All right, we'll move.
Because Ryan Day is he's like Dan Campbell. He's going to run the ball. Ryan, stop.
Listen, they can't run it, and Michigan can't play a first half. We'll call it even. You figure it out.
Nobody said anything about Michigan.
I'm saying they're number 2 and 3.
Yeah.
This is what we have. I don't know.
No.
It is what they have. It's what we all have.
Why can't your team play a first half here in football today? No, the second half was
17-14 Rutgers.
Right, second half was lovely, but David, 10-10 against Indiana, I don't know, up a point in Maryland, 13-7 against State.
It can't happen.
What are we
Was
doing?
it 14-13 Penn State?
Yeah.
Why can't they put 4 quarters together?
I have no idea because you can't do it against the big schools. You can't do it against Ohio State, Georgia, whoever you play. Can't happen.
I mean, in the first half, the red zone struggles were still there. I mean, I thought they had stopped JJ, but then he turned and fell backwards. I'm like, oh, okay, he finally made it in.
And since we're on that track, I'll just finish it off with this one because we talked about this guy. We talked about the fit. Left Notre Dame for LSU, and then he did this. And everyone laughed and said, oh, this is going to be a horrible fit. They beat Bama this weekend.
Yeah,
Let's talk about Brian Kelly for a
okay.
second.
Yeah, I'm not ready to tell you it's some great fit. I told you, Bama stinks. Okay, ready? Is the O-line any good? No. Can they run it? Not really. Can they protect their quarterback? Absolutely not. Well, they got to have NFL talent at receiver. Wrong again. But Saban, Bama defensive backs, they have one, Ricks. Kool-Aid McKinstry stinks. Their safeties stink. So guess what, guys? Great job.
And didn't Ricks come from LSU?
Correct.
Yes, he did.
Great job, and I love the call going for 2 by BK. You're at home. You're going to have to go for 2 the next overtime. You got the play called. You know what you have. Your team buys in. I was fine with it.
Yeah.
But I'm not ready to tell you Brian Kelly all of a sudden is going to, make it work there. That's a very unique place.
I don't know, David. I think he may make it work there because he's winning and he has yet to bring in his guys. So that transition, this was the year. If you were going to be bad, it was going to be this year that maybe they could still blame Ed Orgeron and say, well, he screwed you over. But I like the confidence that I saw coming out. And I saw this, man, like LSU is winning this game. And a lot for what Mike said, Alabama is not the same Alabama. They're still good enough to beat most teams.
Yes.
But, man, they make a lot of mistakes, a lot of things that are very un-Bama-esque.
Just take the logo away and watch it without all of our inherent
And you know what they are? They're Penn State.
Pretty much. And by the way, look, I still think if I had the number 1 pick, I'd take Bryce Young. But I'm telling you, I get very concerned because all year, last year they had a great O-line. He's doing whatever he wants to do, right? J-Mo, Mechie. Mm-hmm. This year is what reality is in the NFL. The O-line is not going to give you this pristine pocket. And when he gets pressure, his stature, he struggles to find a throwing window.
He did it late. They had a tight end open, and
Yes.
he did not step up.
How many times did he skip a ball?
Yes.
And it's like, look, they list him at 6 foot. Rico, he's 5'10". Let's just call it what it is.
I'm 5'11". Let's split the difference.
And Antoine Randall was 5'11". He was 5'7". I'm just saying, I love his talent. He's a hell of a playmaker. Amazing arm talent. But Rico, I'm telling you, I am petrified of this quarterback class.
I'm not, but I don't think that they have that superstar, Mike, but I think there's a lot of quarterbacks in here if you get them in the right system. A lot of Jalen Hurts, put them in the right place, and give them an offense. Don't make them do your offense. Give them an offense that they can work with, and I think you have people who can do that. But, yeah, watching Bama, they look beatable. But to go back to your original question, I do think that Kelly's going to get it. He dropped that stupid accent. He's just Brian Kelly. And I mean, that a play like that is enough that can turn a program. It reminded me a lot of when D'Antonio pulled out Little Giants. And I said, you know what? If he misses this, he's done. Because the fan base would have said early on, who did we just hire? And instead it worked. He built upon that. And the next thing you know, he had a nice career at MSU, and I think that's going to be the same for Brian Kelly.
And then he lit the match that burned his own house down. Okay.
I just lobbed that right up to you.
And that is in football today.